and dragons, authors and dragons, authors and dragons, authors and dragons.
Army hearties, a group of fantasy authors take on a sadistic games master. Will they survive? Avast and shiver me timbers. 'Tis certain death.
Authors and dragons, authors and dragons, authors and dragons, authors and dragons.
Hi everybody, I'm John Hartness, and I'll be playing the role of Alphonse Lightbringer, monk with the fists of fury. But you can call me Al. In real life, I write a bunch of different stuff, including the Black Knight Chronicles, the Quincy Harker Demon Hunter series, and the Bubba the Monster Hunter novellas, the most recent of which, Blaze of Glory, is available now from Falstaff Books, which is also where I kind of work. So, yeah, that too.
Hi, I'm Joseph Barassi. I play the role of Cal Hashwood, Stoned Paladin. I was an author on the Mongoliad books. My novels Skyfarer and Dragon Road are available from Angry Robot Books, and I am the author of such non-existent titles as Wicked Womble Wankers.
Salutations, Flesh Sacks. I am Drew Hayes, author of books such as Superpowers, NPCs, Fred the Vampire Accountant, and the latest of which, Bones of the Past, in the Villain's Code series, available in ebook and audiobook. And in this game, I play Metallicazam, Warforged sorcerer and potential murder victim in the next few sessions, in the next few minutes. We'll see.
Hello, friends. My name is Robert Bevan. I play the role of Jorser the Sorcerer, the sorcerer. In real life, I write the Caverns and Creatures series of comedy, fantasy, novels, and short stories, starting with the first book, Critical Failures. I also write many of the Shingles series, including the first one, The Ghost of Hooker Alley, all the way up to, at the time of this recording, the soon-to-be-released Pearls Before Swine. Go get them.
Tally-ho, Stan Dandeliver here, not ordinarily a fan of suicide missions, but here we are. In real life, I'm Steve Weverill, and I write the Doomsayer Journeys for Falstaff Books, the latest installment of which, The Endless Adventures of Hand and Strike, is available now.
Hey everyone, my name is Rick Gualtieri, and I am the judge, jury, and executioner of this band of not-so-smooth criminals. In real life, I write several things. It's going to be a summer of releases here. My latest release, Sins of the Past, is out there now. It's a Bill of the Dead False Icons crossover. Speaking of Bill of the Dead, Carnage à Trois, Bill of the Dead 3 is coming soon, and it is out there for pre-order. Why not get it now and have it drop on your Kindle when it comes out?
Nice name.
Yeah, that's a cool name.
Brilliant.
Well, that's about as nice as I'm getting this evening. When last we left off, our intrepid group of adventurers had finally reached the town of Brinemoss, where they disembarked and met their attaché Pink Slip, who informed them that they had failed in their mission to discover that there were slaves actually in the bottommost deck of the Harpooned Willie. As Pink Slip explained that this was kind of a deal that the Crown had with the captain of the ship, the party decided that, no, this is wrong. You have to fucking die. And as we left off, Metallicazam had done a justice, summoned his sword, and taken a slash out of Pink Slip, which will bring us to everybody rolling initiative.
I wish I could say, actually, Rick, you're simplifying that. It was more complicated than that, but it wasn't. That's more or less exactly what happened.
Yeah, that pretty much nailed it. So, Al rolls a 12.
Jorser the Sorcerer rolls a 9.
Stan Dandeliver rolls a 14.
Cal Hashwood rolls a 12.
Metallicazam rolls a 6.
Some other players on this.
That's reassuring.
As the sword leaps out, Metallicazam,
this is probably a good time to note that the sword does not entirely obey me.
Oh,
That is excellent to know.
oh, we're going to get real deep into Metallicazam and his understanding of his
Yeah, I
sword.
mean, we have
However,
one episode to do that.
whoa, now, we already know too much about Jorser's sword.
However, I will say this: your sword struck very quickly and unexpectedly for Pink Slip, as he's like in the middle of talking, then suddenly he's like, "Oh Jesus Christ, what are you doing?"
The sword is just screaming justice.
And thus, you guys get a surprise round as everybody turns and is either horrified or shaking their heads like, "Oh God, not again!" at what's going on. All right, stand and deliver. You are first, as a chunk has just been taken out of, I guess,
Frog.
He was supposed to be your connection here, but well, who knows?
My frog man.
Who knows what he'll be in a few seconds?
It's like dead frog man. How dead does he look?
He looks rather terrified, but he doesn't not look very dead.
Okay, so still room for negotiation. And how alert does everybody else look?
It is a surprise round, so people are kind of like, a little slow, but they are definitely noticing.
All right, I'm going to give the frogman one last chance before these people butcher him, everyone else, and inevitably themselves. Now listen, my fine amphibian friend, I realize you've just been struck by a mystical sword, and that's probably surprising and somewhat painful. But here's the skinny. My friend here is apparently our moral compass now, even though I've only known him a couple of days, and he spent most of that time pulling the wrong way on a rope. And my other friend here is a robot. I don't know what the fuck he's going to do. Now this is a powder keg situation. None of us like slaves. None of us are quite clear on the laws that allow the king, who has banned slavery, to operate with slavers. You're going to have to be very careful in explaining why we shouldn't enact the law of the king in this circumstance with extreme prejudice. It's in your sweaty little hands, my flippery friend.
All right.
And I'd like to roll
It is a free act.
I guess I should try and spin this as a as a veiled, I guess, threat. A not so veiled negotiation for peace. So some kind of charisma roll, I'm thinking.
Persuasion, maybe?
A
Persuasion.
threat for peace.
I want to persuade him that we don't all need to die today.
This feels a lot like John Cena's character in Suicide Squad. I'm going to have peace, no matter how many people I have to kill to get it.
And that's a 19 for a persuasion check.
That is a hell of a persuasion check. Well, Pink Slip is obviously quite terrified, but as a free action, I'll try to make this quick since Cal is waiting. He's like, he's the king. He can change the rules as he wants. This is one of those times.
Well, he's not here to confirm that, really, is he? And we are. Now, shall I have my paladin friend heal you, and we'll get on with our lives and see about freeing these slaves? Or are things going to get chaotic and unpredictable?
Well, at the moment, that is all that you guys have a chance to converse with. Being that we are in the middle of battle. So as this is going on and they are conversing, and well, mostly Pink Slip is screaming, Cal, it is your turn.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? I think he's gonna look over his shoulder at the two of them and say, like, "All right, guys, you gotta figure this out, and someone's gotta either sort it or hold me back, because I'm going." And he's gonna start walking towards the gangway onto the ship. I don't think he can get all the way there. I'm looking. I'm not exactly sure where the gangway is.
The ship is right up to the dock.
Okay, all right.
That'd be really fitting if he just started walking towards the wrong boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Do I need to roll anything to like climb back on board or something, or is there just like a gangway there?
I would say give an athletics check. It's an easy one.
And that is a 10.
That is more than enough for you to hop back on board.
All right. So slaves are getting freed now.
All right.
That's a fuck of a battle cry. I like that.
I mean, it tells you what it's about.
To the point.
All right. Well, Alphonse.
Can you ping which one of these female tokens is the captain's daughter?
One up the top here.
All right. Cool. I'm heading straight for her.
All right. Give me an athletics check just to make sure you be slightly higher.
10.
Still fine. The ship's not moving or anything. It's an easy check.
I've got 35 feet of movement, so I'm going to move straight to her and say, "Free the slaves, or I'm going to beat the shit out of you."
Oh, I was sure you were going
Okay.
for some slick, sexy gnome moves there.
No, if he just went for generic.
Should we should we roll an intimidation check?
Actually, that is a good point. Thank you.
All right, I will roll one.
Well, you just kind of
Okay.
hopped on it.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
But John is specifically
that's true.
addressing somebody.
That's fair.
All right, free the slaves or I'm going to beat the shit out of you. Grr.
Eh,
16.
nice.
All right.
Intimidation.
You are pretty intimidating.
For a gnome dressed in sunshine yellow. Extremely intimidating.
Yeah, well, she knows what's up.
Jorcerer.
I must use protection for whatever comes. Jorcer would like to cast a mage armor on himself.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I've never before imagined mage armor being sort of like a transparent, rubbery kind of protection around the body, but now that's all I can think of.
I'm seeing one of those like creepy Asian suits without the face, only in latex.
I'm gonna remember this. If you jack off while that spell's in effect.
You cast mage armor, just a bunch of transparent gimp straps wrap around.
Whatever you do, don't cast mage armor under a black light.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
And Jorcer would like to move a couple spaces to the right. That's all. That's all from me.
Metallicazam.
All right. As my bonus, I'm going to yell at the sword.
But at least go get the pirates, you idiot thing!
Then I'm going to... So that's my bonus. It will fly, swinging and dicing up onto the deck to add to Alphonse's intimidation.
All right.
As Metallicazam casts Mage Armor on himself with his action. I know y'all don't need the card. This just helps me track my spells.
Aren't you like mage armor? Like the embodiment of mage armor?
No, it's only a +1 without my Mage Armor.
Okay.
And then I am going to heroically run in the opposite direction and dive off the deck. And then swim back underneath the pier.
Okay, give me a swim check.
This is what I like about machines, their predictability.
Good old 6.
All right, you are actually not swimming anywhere. You are sinking where you dove in.
All right,
Yeah.
that works
Trying
just
to
as well.
steal my shtick.
There's a reason I picked this strategy, and it's that Warforged don't have to breathe.
I look at Pink Slip and shrug.
All right, Pink Slip does not get an action, but again, speaking is free. And looking at what's going on, he just screams, "Squat! Get over here now!"
Did he just yell for someone to shit?
You heard what you heard.
I'm really hoping that, like, just Stan Dandelion takes a crossbow out while he's yelling, puts it to the back of his head. It's like, could have done this the easy way.
Oh, I've been left little choice, really.
All right. Well, as we move into the next round, you see a large, heavily muscled man, bulging biceps, come stomping toward you. All of you, drop your weapons in the name of Squat Ironglut, Captain of the Guard.
I am a weapon. Suck it.
You may regret that, little man.
You hear the sword scream, "You lack the spine of justice!"
Yeah, what it said.
Yeah, these slaves are getting freed, man.
All right, so it is the captain's turn.
TPK.
It's a more noble death than I would really expect from us.
I don't know that I've ever seen any group work so hard to get murdered as we're currently doing.
Noble, you just jumped into the ocean.
I make moral compromises in my real life. Fantasy is for kicking slavers' teeth in.
Yeah.
Well, the captain takes some exception to the fact that you walked up and basically threatened to beat the shit out of his daughter. So Captain Maggot steps up, and Alphonse, he throws a dagger at you, but it only hits an AC 12. Get off my ship! Leave my daughter alone! We've done nothing wrong, you scum!
Well, since he's throwing it at a really short dude, and I'm standing in front of his daughter, what are the odds he hit his daughter? Because he missed the shit out of me.
Well, since he didn't get a natural one, the odds are not good that he hit his daughter.
Worth a shot.
Yeah, fair enough.
Would have been
We
funny.
also fire into crowded spaces. I don't know we want to set that precedent.
All right. Lash steps in front of you, Cal,
Yeah.
and he holds up his hands, and he's like, Hold on there, boyo. We don't want any trouble here. The law's on our side with this one. So I want you to think very carefully about your next move. So that's all he does.
Kick him in the penis. Kick him in the penis.
Yeah, think carefully about our next move. That'd be a first.
Stan.
All right, Rick, I'm gonna annoy you here. What do I have to do to get Pink Slip and hold him between me and this muscly dude and put a knife to his throat?
I believe that. You're gonna make me look up the fucking grapple rules, aren't you?
Yeah. No one said this was gonna be easy, Rick.
At least it's 5e. 5e's not too bad.
Now I have to hate you forever.
How many years have we gone avoiding the grapple rules?
Yep.
We've had to go
that's
there
true.
recently a few times lately.
I hadn't played a character with 0 strength before, so
All right. So basically, you're gonna do a strength check against his strength check. So basically, opposed.
okay.
Strength or athletics.
I'm banking on him not being very strong, but that's only because he's a tiny little twee frog man. So I'm banking on fantasy racism for this to work. Right, so in athletics, yeah, ooh, a 5.
If only you had advantage.
Gee. Pink Slip. Apparently, the adrenaline's flowing through him, so he shrugs off your aged liver spotted attack. Get your hands off of me! Ah!
It is sort of fitting. You went for like a brute force move, but your old man body betrayed you.
Apologies, I used to be a lot better at this back in the day.
I'm sorry. You could have expected. Give this a couple of years back. You could have expected me to competently manhandle you.
Well, you still have a move and a bonus, Stan.
Now what can I do for a bonus?
Now, mind you, even though you failed, it was painfully obvious that you did try. Well, actually, I'll tell you what. I will roll a perception.
I mean, he did fail really
That
bad.
is quite true.
Yeah, it might have just been an old man putting a hand on your shoulder.
Oh!
Lucky you, the captain of the guard sees nothing. At that moment, he flexed and he looked down and he was like, perfection.
In that case, I'd put the dagger behind my back and go, Pink Slip, my old friend, I think we've got off on the wrong foot. Everybody's in high spirits. It's been a long voyage. You know, your muscular friend, he looks like a charming man. I think we can all sit down and talk about this and each come to an amicable conclusion. What do you say, my friend? Ah! Stick a persuasion on that, because I feel like I have to.
You get the impression Pink Slip's a slightly nervous guy.
12. No, that's good this time.
Better than a 5.
What is an opposed
Insight?
check to that?
Like, because you're trying to see if he's full of crap, I guess? Would be my...
Just a straight wisdom check.
I'm gonna gaslight this frog.
All right.
I was just being friendly.
He gets a 17 on his wisdom check, and I don't know what god you pray to, but he's full of shit. Which brings us to Alphonse.
I love that you're just badly lying to just like the most lazy gaslighting.
As your friends are already like boarding the ship and threatening them. Hey, friend.
I don't know. I tried to be friendly to Pink Slip, but now I might have to stab him.
All right, lady, what do you say? You gonna free the slaves, or am I gonna beat the shit out of you?
She actually is. Well, let's. You did a hell of intimidation check, and she's basically quaking in her boots because she's seen you in action and on the ship, and you kick some pretty good ass. Please don't hurt me. I'll do anything. I don't have the keys. I'm innocent. I just work here.
Yeah, just following orders doesn't work, baby. Go get the keys, go free the slaves, and I won't beat your ass.
Okay.
All right, guys, I got it all sorted. You can chill.
Yeah, that's one way of looking at it.
See, Pink Slip? Everything's under control.
I love that right after that is Jorser the Sorcerer.
Oh, God.
You're up, Jorser.
Yeah.
Oh God, he's gonna fuck the frog.
Literally following those
Wait,
words.
I think I got bumped down.
Did you?
Yeah, I skipped Cal.
Okay, skip me.
Oh
yeah.
yes. All right, Cal. My bad.
Yeah, what do I need to do to throw the dude overboard?
Oh well, I guess that would be a grapple check, and let's see here.
Athletics?
We're just grappling all in tonight.
Yep, it's an opposed. Move. I will say if you can beat his by 5 or more, you'll be able. You can basically turn it around, and just kind of toss him overboard right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. So, all right, let's see. We rolling. Let's see how this goes. That is a 20.
He gets a 16, so you succeed in the grapple, but you aren't quite able to maneuver him this round.
You're getting up. You're going up. Oh, jeez, man.
Oh no! You clearly overpowered him. You just didn't overpower him enough to kind of essentially toss him over your shoulder.
That's good, Cal. Hug it out. That's right. See? We're reasonable.
All right, anything else?
Shoot. Can I take a move action? So I've got him grappled. Can I take a move action to like shove him, or would that be?
You can drag actually. Well, you can drag a grappled creature with you, but your speed is halved.
Okay, I mean I'm literally right along the railings, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna drag him over.
Well, I think you're kind of going over too then.
Oh shit. Okay. All right, I'm dragging him right up to the edge.
You drag him to the edge, and he's kind of teetering. What are you doing to me?
Gonna free the slaves, man.
Grappling you is complicated.
Now, George, sir, come and make it better.
Speaking
All
of
right.
complicated,
I've got just the thing for that. Now, that guy was the captain that Joe's wrestling with?
No, that's Lash. That's the basically the bosun. He's in charge of most of the ship's operations.
Who's the blue guy above him?
The blue woman. That's
blue
Petra.
woman? Oh, all right,
She's
perfect.
she's the first mate.
Okay, well, good. I will handle her.
The captain's the guy who threw a knife at me.
This guy.
All right, I might be able to get him to. All right, Jorser will make everything better. I will go here, and
Give me an
oh,
an
right,
athletics check just to make sure you get on board.
15.
Oh, you hop, skip, and jump on board.
How do you do? All right, and I would like to open my robes and say, "Behold my wonder," and I'm going to perform a color spray.
God.
we had the moral high ground.
The first all-white color spray.
Oh
Why?
god, it's all the colors of the rainbow combined.
That's the wrong bow.
All right, now 15-foot cone. Does that mean it goes on indefinitely?
No, 15-foot cone means I believe it is 15 feet wide and 15 feet long.
Oh,
So technically, you could get this guy too, but otherwise you're just going to hit her.
So now Joe's playing with that dude, so I'll just show her my wonder.
Just imagine that dude dealing with the paladin, feeling the splatter across his back.
Okay, so
That
looks
look
like
of what the fuck was that?
I roll 6d10, and if she's got fewer hit points than what I roll, then she should be blind. And 34.
That is enough. And
Very nice.
what kind of save is this?
It's up there.
The save should be determined by Jorcerer and his stuff. If you pop open his spell sheet. Oh wait, hang on.
And
Here,
his
spell
stuff.
save DC 13.
All right. So what is your primary casting?
I guess charisma. Is that what you're asking me?
Yes,
Yeah.
you're a sorcerer,
Yeah.
so that is correct.
He does not make it. Rolls a 7.
Ah, it's in my eyes.
I know.
God.
It burns. It's all sticky. All right. Is that Jorcer's turn?
Yeah, I think I've done my part here.
All right. Well, it is her turn. She steps past you. Do you take an op attack, Alphonse?
Nah, she's going to get the keys and free the slaves. I don't need to hit her.
All right. Metallic Kazam, your sword is up on deck, and you are. It's pretty shallow there, so I'll say you're on the bottom.
Cool. I will either swim or walk my way forward. I guess probably depending on how well my athletics roll does. I can move half my speed. And boy, it is kind of a shame that I'm underwater and can't really hear what everyone's doing. That they're like negotiating for peace.
Oh, that ship has sailed.
So the sword is going to scream justice. It's just running on autopilot right now, and it's going to attack this dude.
Okay.
Yeah, we can talk our way out of that.
23.
Can we?
That hits.
So 7 force damage from that. And now for my action, that was my bonus. I am going to do something that's going to sound a little crazy, but I used the other turns to do some research, and officially speaking, it is allowed. You are, of course, free to home rule it, but I'm going to cast a firebolt up at the dry area of the ship while being underwater, which apparently does not impede spellcasting, and I can cite my sources if needed.
I mean, we've set that precedent when we were fighting that thing in the cave, and I threw a fireball to explode underwater on that big nasty thing.
I think we probably did the exact same search back then.
Yeah.
Yep.
So is that
Fire spells work underwater.
Unawarely, your sword just hit him with force damage and caved in one of the crew members' skulls. So hey, do your.
We might not be able to talk our way out of that.
Well, it's all right. I was I'm about to try and set the ship on fire. So
yeah.
I guess I know where my friends are standing, so I'm going to kind of try and aim over here in this general area, and I'm aiming for the dry portion of the ship. So I'm not trying to shoot straight forward. I'm kind of cocking up at an angle because I recognize that setting it on fire underwater would be problematic. I checked specifically. Firebolt can be sent at objects.
All right.
So 19 for 2 whole fire damage.
Yay. But is it on fire now?
Well, let us see.
Let's see. A flammable object hit by this spell ignites if it isn't being worn or carried.
Well, then it the boat's it's small right now because you didn't do a lot there, but yeah, there is a small fire, and the person closest to put it out is dead.
Tactics.
Well, I suppose you're doing this the hard way, man.
Don't think we can talk our way out of this anymore.
I don't think we're ever going to talk our way out of this.
I was real close. I'm convinced I was close. No matter how wrong I
All
was.
right.
It's crazy that crew member set that fire before he died. So far as everyone knows.
It's weird that he died and then just burst into flames like that.
So strange.
Irresponsible.
Yeah.
Petra, she staggers forward, holding her hands out in front of her, or drawing her sword. She's like, "Oh, this will not do. This will not do at all. I knew we should have thrown you overboard when we had the chance."
You did.
But let's see here, Torser, what's good for you? Odds or evens?
Odds.
Odds are good for you.
Oh dear.
All right, it is evens. So she manages to attack you instead of Lash. These are coming in at disadvantage. So a 17 and a 13.
Even with my mage armor, those both hit.
Okay, and she somehow, even blinded, manages to slash you for 13 damage.
Your mage armor, really conspicuously doesn't cover your ass.
That puts me at 1.
God.
Your mage armor was great, but then you opened it to show her your.
Not Sorcerer. He's our most marketable character.
All right. At this, several guards start racing forward from at the captain Squat's order. They're all shouting, "Drop your weapons and surrender!" Which brings us to Pink Slip, who he backs away from you. You can take an op attack if you'd like.
Do it,
Stan?
Stan. Don't be a wimp.
No, I'm not attacking the small frog slave.
He's like, "Kill these maniacs!" Ah! And with that, he dives overboard.
I gave you a chance to be a hero, Pink Slip. You'll die a slave and a coward. Ta-ra!
Fuck you and the horse you rode it on. His athletics are not that great. So in his panic, he's just flailing in the waters behind Metallicazam.
You're an embarrassment to frogs
Sad.
and men, Pink Slip.
Yeah, really. It's sad to see a frog that can't swim.
All right, top of the round. Squat steps up to you, and he's like, "What kind of lawless bastard are you?" He's like, "Surrender!"
Okay, so what's striking me?
However, he takes a swing at you and misses badly. Actually, let's see how badly.
He just clocks the bosun right now. That works out very nicely.
Not that badly. He was
Okay.
like, that was a warning shot, lawbreaker. Let go of that man and surrender.
Oh, crap. You know God's got your back, buddy.
Don't believe him, Cal. He can't even land a punch while you're next to him. He's all muscle and no finesse. Probably can't even wipe his own ass.
If he can't wipe his own ass, hit him with ranged weapons.
All right.
Just putting that out there.
The captain strides forward. His eyes are locked on you, Alphonse, because you got a really good intimidation check.
Sure, whatever. Bring it.
I'll teach you to sully me, daughter.
Bro, she tried to sully the crap out of me. I didn't touch her.
But he throws another dagger pathetically, and it just clatters in his rage.
God, at this point, I kind of want him to hit so I can use deflect missiles and throw it back at his sorry ass.
It's a tragedy of being a monk, mate.
I know, right?
My AC's too good for deflect missiles to kick in, man.
I'm such a fucking sweet dodge tank, but I've got all this stuff that activates if I'm not.
I haven't even tried to dodge anything. I'm just standing here saying, all right, bring it.
That's how sweet a dodge tank you are.
That's true.
All right, he's going to try to escape your grapple.
All right.
Pose strength versus strength or athletics on your part.
So if I can do athletics, then I'm fucking taking athletics.
Yeah, he only got a 9.
That is a 19.
You easily overpower him. Which brings us to Stan. Your attempts at bringing this to a peaceful closure have so far failed.
Well, that was always going to be the case, Rick. Can I assume that my character remembers where the suspicious door was, even if I, as a player, do not?
I don't think you actually...
I saw the cards, sort of hold.
Okay, well, yes, you were down in the hole. You were down in the second level of the ship, and you do remember that there was a level there where a door where there were guards standing in front of. So yes, you do remember that.
Can I get to the stairs to lead to that deck?
Just get to the stairs with 1 move action, or you can head down the stairs with 2. But first, I need a athletics just to...
Okay, well, athletics is not my strong suit.
So you kind of trip and you don't make it onto the boat. But you didn't get a 1, which would have been far worse.
Get stuck in the seam.
Well, if I have the action to say so, I will say, Alphonse, get below deck and start freeing those slaves. We might need some people on site.
All right.
Good lad.
Well, Alphonse, it's your turn.
So the steps are right in front of me, right?
Yes, they are.
And there's a schmuck right beside me.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a captain who probably has the keys directly in front of me.
There is definitely a captain in front of you.
I have faith in my ability to punch through a door. I'm going downstairs.
All right.
I am living for Alphonse just absolutely no cell ignoring the captain.
Yeah,
Just like not even attacking him, just like, alright.
whatever.
the dagger is falling ineffectually, just proving Alphonse right.
Not worth my time.
All right. So you will head downstairs, and I guess and we will play musical maps for next round.
Yep, I have 35 feet of movement.
All right. So that's enough to get you to the bottom of the stairs, and there's 2 guards down there.
Are they guarding a door?
Yes.
All right. Guys, I'm going through that door. I'm going to use the rest of my move to go over to the door.
All right. So you double move up to them.
Yep. You should leave now. I'm going through this door.
Oh, we shall see what they do.
You're not raiding the liquor pantry! We'll die! We'll die for it!
You want to talk about a no-sell? Al just walked himself right into melee range.
It's a baller move.
All right, Cal.
All right. Do I need to take an action to shove him off, or since he's right on the edge, can I just let him go?
Let's see here. Because there is a chance he could try to take you with him. But I will say yes. You can let him go. He'll need to make a DC 13, save. If he makes it, he does have a chance to grab onto you.
Okay, so my options are I can let him go and he gets an opportunity to pull me down with him, or I can just spend my action.
Well, he gets an opportunity to save. If he saves, he has a chance to grab onto you. If he doesn't save, he goes straight in.
And that's just if I let him go, or is that if I take an action to shove him?
I mean, if you take an action to shove him, it's an opposed grapple.
Okay, I'm gonna let him go and see what happens. Because the guy said let him go. Like, all right, fine.
He gets a natural 20.
Oh fuck!
Give me an opposed strength check, and we'll see if he's able to grab onto you.
All right, that's a 5. So yeah, he gets me.
He grabs you, and you both go into the water.
Oh fuck me!
Take you with me.
As Cal falls into the water, he goes, "Oh shit! Water sobers me up."
You do have a move action and a bonus action.
Oh yeah.
If you want.
Okay. What can I do with one? Can I try and grab onto the side of the boat?
I'm not really sure what good that is. You're already in the water, but
I'm falling, so I don't know what move action I can take.
Actually, I'll say. I gave him a dex save. I'll give you the same dex save.
That's a 7, so I'm guessing I go sploosh.
You guys are both in the water.
All right,
Jorcewer, more and more people are going overboard.
Oh my. I'm a little unhappy that this woman struck me. I am going to go next to my friend Stan Dandeliver, and I will expose myself to her again, this time with a poison spray. Behold my wonder.
All right, well, she's blind, so she does not get an op attack against you.
God fucking damn it.
So what does poison spray do?
Let's find out.
His snake spits venom.
Wow.
Okay, you extend your hand.
Pretty sure that's not how that's going to work.
We can go with whatever. Yeah, toward a creature, yada yada, puff of range and project a puff of noxious gas from your palm. The creature must succeed on a looks like she did that. All right, so she
she rolls a 21 on her save. She manages to close. She learned that lesson the first time. She closes her mouth this time.
Oh god.
Oh, so it's all over her face, but it didn't do anything.
Nope.
Ah, well.
Maggie Maggot, seeing Lash go overboard, panics, and she's like, oh my god, I'm coming! You do get, if you threaten Jorce, or if you have a weapon, you can take an op attack at her, because she is diving overboard.
Do I have a weapon? Let us find out. Looks like I didn't actually buy anything.
So, you basically wave your member at her, she runs past and jumps in the water.
Just a dude in a robe.
Not even a wizard's robe, just like a fucking dressing gown. Just a
Wizards
kimono.
have to keep
Wearing
up
a
with
bathrobe.
books, which is not happening.
Metallicazam! The water's getting awfully crowded.
Luckily, I'm all the way down here on the bottom, and I'm going to continue doing my Terminator walk on the bottom of the ocean. Just
Okay.
but I'm going to angle myself so I'm not necessarily walking directly toward those guys. So I'm going to go to here. My sword is going to scream, Justice! And it's going to swing on the captain with an 11. Presumably doing jack and crap, yeah.
Exactly.
And I am going to fire on where I think the captain of the guard is.
Well, first of all, roll me a d6.
4.
All right, the fire you started is starting to spread.
Excellent. Now I'm going to shoot a firebolt right here, where I think the captain of the guard is.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm trying to set this on fire, too.
Somewhere in a distant land, a half-elven bard hears all of this and says, my people.
So I don't know what the DC to hit a stationary pier is, but I got a 13.
That is definitely well enough to hit a stationary pier.
All right, 9 fire damage.
The bottom of the pier is somewhat wet, so it does. I will say it does not take all of that. This is not burning quite as readily.
Very, very reasonable.
But you do see magical fire does take its toll.
Yep, that ought to keep things chaotic.
All right, Petra. Let's see here. Oh, how long is she blinded for, by the way?
1 round.
Until she can scoop it out.
Oh, shit. Duration 1 round, yeah.
All right, so she is no longer blinded then.
Although facing Jorser, she might regret that.
Yeah,
Oh, she's kind of pissed.
he's done everything but piss.
I assume a 9 misses you, Jorcerer.
Yes.
But she slashes you for 10. She hits an AC 20 for 10.
All right. Jorser is down
Give me a deck save.
to -9.
Oh God, his corpse falls into the seam.
Jorser rolls an 18.
Amazingly enough, when she slashes you, you tumble back onto the dock.
All right.
Luck of the Jorcerer.
All right, the guards are coming. Put out this fire! The rest of you arrest these sons of bitches!
Feel free to prioritize the first one.
One of them double moves to the fire. The other moves a little bit further. Double moves, and that is their turn. Pink Slip. Let's see what Pink Slip is doing. He is still floundering and sinking to the bottom. So he is actually now on the bottom.
Where he belongs.
I bet his Terminator walk is not near as cool.
Pink Slip is going to drown.
There should be like a merit badge for drowning a frogman.
That's gotta be the saddest way to go for a frogman.
All right, well, Squat Iron Glute steps up to you, Stan. He looks down. He's like, "You're barely worth my time, little man. But I'll make time for you anyway."
Uh-oh. How do you feel about diplomacy?
You're standing there. He's standing next to you, and he punches you for an AC 19.
Oh, 19 will hit.
All right, so that does 10 points of damage.
That takes me down to 14.
And then he spends a key point
Oh boy.
and Flurry of blows you.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
Oh my.
He punches the shit out of you for 17 more.
Oh, wait a minute.
Jorcerer.
Now, I have an ability. You know what? I have an ability called Defensive Duelist, which adds, I think, my proficiency. No, even with my proficiency, that's only 16. Okay, yeah. He's beating up an old man with a knife.
Is
All
the
right,
old
so-
man with the knife unconscious?
Yeah, you took 27 points.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Most emphatically.
All right. However, as you go down, you notice he's pulling his punches ever so slightly. He basically did all non-lethal damage just to pummel you.
It's worked.
Very noble of you, 7-foot muscular man. I imagine the people in the bars will be talking about your legend for days to come.
Hold on. You're unconscious, and you need to make a dex save.
Being unconscious will not shut Stan Dandyliver up.
You got a nat 20, so you land unconsciously, but very, very impressively on the dock.
Wow. That is the most impressive thing I've done this entire game.
All right, Captain Maggot decides to follow after you, Alphonse.
Come on. Throw more knives.
He only gets so far. He's chasing after you.
I love from the guard's perspective, this dude just walks in right up to them, and then the captain comes racing in after. Don't ignore me!
Yeah, whatever. Throw more knives.
I'm a threat!
Hold on, there's the underwater combat here. All right, so basically, if you don't have swim speed underwater, you have disadvantage on your attacks. So Cal lashes into water with you, and he is taking a swing. Ooh, nat 1. See if he takes a worse swing. I will say this: if you're in the water, if you roll a nat 1, and then in the next attack you roll a 5 or below, just to state it, you'll drop the weapon, so it'll just float to the bottom. But his does not. But he does definitely miss you badly. All right, Stan, there is no reason for you to make a death save because you are not dying. You are just unconscious.
That is the best news I've had all game.
All right, Alphonse.
Did those guys run away when I told them to?
They did not run away.
Oh.
They're standing their ground.
All right, well, they haven't really done anything to me, so I don't think I want to kill them. So I'm going to try to do some dual damage, but I'm going to knock the shit out of one of them. I'm going to knock the shit out of that guy.
All right, that guy's in front of the door.
Well, then there we go. So yeah, we'll do an unarmed strike for 16. That's 7 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And then we'll spend a key point and do flurry of blows, which gives me 2 more.
Oh my.
Unarmed strikes. So that's a 16 and a nat 20
Those both hit.
for 6 and 7. So I've hit him for a total of 20.
You drop him like a bad habit.
Told him to move.
Womp.
Slumps against the door and falls unconscious.
Okay, well, that was my action and my bonus action. I'll look at the other guy.
All right.
You should leave now.
You look at the other guy. Cal, you were in the water.
All right. I would like to punch this guy in the face because my sword's not out.
All right.
I would like to punch this guy in the face, and then is there anything I can grab to climb out of the water? Either onto the boat or...
There's pilings coming from the dock, and one of them is close by.
Is that a move action, or is that... do I have to take an action to climb?
First, give me a dex save to make sure that you don't start sinking as you're punching this guy.
All right.
So do the attack and do a dex save.
That's an 11. And the dex save is...
That misses him.
Yep, that takes a swing. And dex is 7, so I'm probably sinking.
Well, actually, you would have had to do 2 because your punches are coming at disadvantage. But
okay.
But we'll say you missed them with that one, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Yep. So you miss, and you start flailing.
Oh, fuck off, you go!
Jorser, give me a death save.
Okay.
You want to get to 3 successes before 3 failures.
All right, sounds good.
All right. The captain's daughter is in the water, and let's see if she does any good with her swim. Nope, she's flailing about in a panic, and that brings us to Metallicazam.
We'll just do my Justice Sword first. Justice! It's gonna swing on... I don't even remember who this person is, but
that's
lady...
Petra.
That's Petra.
Petra, who dared to hurt Jorcerer. 23.
Well, she didn't dare to hurt Jorser. She dared to kick the shit out of Jorser.
She takes 9 force justice damage.
All right, you hit her pretty darn well.
And as for Metallicazam, let's see, how far can I get? Can I get under the ship like I want? Ooh, I can. Okay, perfect. All right, so Metallicazam is going to keep going with his plan. Da, 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 da. All right, so he has now walked directly under the ship, which is where he wanted to be. And he's going to just lift a hand up as close to the ship as possible, touching it if viable, and he's going to blast a firebolt directly into it. He knows he can't set it on fire, but he can punch some holes in it.
Well, first roll me 2d6s.
Fair enough.
And then do that.
2d6.
We're going to sink the fucking boat.
You probably wanted this early. A 6 and a 4.
All right.
Well, I assume you guys are getting the slaves off right now.
All right, this fire does not get any bigger, but this fire, which nobody is doing anything with on dry wood, is starting to spread. All right, fire it up.
All right, and you're gonna try to blast a hole in the bottom, or start blasting a hole in the bottom. Oh, nat 1.
God.
Ooh, roll another d20.
9.
All right.
I don't drop my hand.
Nope, you don't drop your hand, and but basically the attack just fizzles out.
In our efforts to free the slaves, we kill all of them.
You get a look at my hand. Recalibrating.
Like a GPS.
Petra looks like she wants to jump off the ship and finish the job she started. But however, Squat is standing there and he holds up a hand. He's like, "This is the job. This is the jurisdiction of the town guard now. Stay your hand or be arrested." And she sheathes her sword, seeing no more enemies.
She doesn't see the big sword that just knocked the piss out of her?
Well, I don't think she can. Can she attack the sword?
She cannot.
Okay,
Spiritual weapon. It is a mofo.
Fucking hell.
All right. Alphonse,
Justice Sword's a badass.
one of the remaining guard downstairs, he attacks you.
Well, that's dumb.
I assume a 13 misses.
Yeah.
All right, he takes a swing and misses.
See, I told you that was dumb.
Let's see. This guard, he will come over and he will actually try to do Squat, and Squat's like, "Save this man." He will try to do a medicine check on you, Jorcerer.
Oh dear.
And he succeeds. You are stabilized. He starts staunching your wounds.
Thank you.
He obviously is new to this because he touched him. None of the rest of us are touching Jorcerer.
What does that mean for me, though?
That means you're unconscious at like -1 hit points, but you're not dying. So if somebody heals you, you can come back. If somebody doesn't, you're unconscious.
No more death saves unless someone hurts you again, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. These two guards start working on the fire, putting it out, not making it better. Pink Slip. Let's see how our buddy Pink Slip is.
Drown, 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 drown.
I will point out that as a frog, he probably can't drown.
Oh.
But after a while, he just gives up, sinks to the bottom, and Metallic Kazam over your shoulder. You see him just be like giving up and just walking away.
Toll the debt. No.
Whatever else happens, the frogman dies.
No mercy.
All right, Squat's turn.
Oh, too far.
He will dive in the water next to you, Alpha or Cal.
All right.
He dives in. That's his move. And let's see how well he does. He's trying to take a swing at you.
Awesome.
Man, I feel like I should have just stepped aside and let everybody jump in the water.
It's kind of like a party.
All right, so his lower one is an 18. Does that hit you, Cal?
Yes, it does.
He punches you in the face for 6. However, he starts flailing a bit. He punches you, but he's not quite buoyant enough with his muscles to stay where he is. Which brings us to the captain as he comes up behind you, Alphonse.
Come on, throw another dagger.
Oh, he's not throwing a dagger now.
In
What's the
fairness,
matter?
it's generous to call what he did before throwing.
However, in his anger, he takes really pathetic slashes at you with his longsword.
Alphonse is straight up gonna become that meme where he's like, look at me, I'm the captain now.
Maybe you should just, go lie down. Do you need a nap?
Oh my god. Oh, the captain that just cannot hit Alpha.
I know. Well,
By doing nothing, I am the most badass gnome monk ever.
At a certain point, he's going to have to get a morale penalty for attacking you.
Well, back to Lash. He takes a swing. He smacks you for 4. Cal.
Yep, that'll.
And unfortunately, he's flailing too. You're all sinking to the bottom, fighting each other. All right, Stan, you are unconscious. And that brings us to Alpha.
So I'm going to look at the captain and just go, "Pfft, whatever, and knock the shit out of the other guard.
All right.
So we'll do 1 unarmed strike. And that's a 24
That hits.
for 7. And then I'll spend a key point and do flurry of blows to punch him twice more.
Yeah, the
For a
6
nat
definitely
1,
misses.
so...
Roll another d20. Okay.
12.
Yourself.
And then an 18
That hits.
for 6.
All right.
So I've done a total of 13.
Solid, but he's still standing.
You can leave anytime. It's fine. There's no shame.
Oh, do me duty.
I turn to the captain. Look, this guy's not going to give you any shit about it. He can't. He's as ineffectual as anything I've ever seen.
Alphonse, give me a perception check.
15.
You notice the cabin is starting to fill with smoke.
I think while you've been pretending to try to hurt me, your boat's on fire, you moron.
Captain goes down with the ship. But so do bastards like you.
Oh my god. He's gonna stupid himself to death.
You can't even go down on me, much less go down with me.
All right, Cal. Squat and Lash are in a battle to the death, slowly sinking to the bottom, and you are getting the worst of it.
Alright, alright, so how like deep under have I gone?
You're like 5 feet under.
Okay, so I want to get to the surface. Do I take a attack of opportunity if I try to swim up?
You won't be leaving there. If you try to climb, you might be, but actually, I don't actually with that swim speeds. I don't think any of you guys will be able to do an attack of opportunity in the water.
Okay, yep, all right, I'm gonna swim up.
So move action. Give me that athletics check.
Athletics. That is an 11.
All right, you just barely managed to break the surface.
All right, is that my move or is that my action?
Nope, that was a move.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and climb up for my action.
All right.
I'm gonna try and climb up onto the dock.
Give me another athletic.
All right. Must free slaves And that's 16.
That is enough. You can only move half your speed, but it's really only 10 feet to get back to the dock. So I will say you are able to pull yourself back up.
All right.
Right with a guard standing there.
Aye. Slave time.
Surrender, scum!
Oh, fuck. This again?
And 2 unconscious friends there as well.
Ah, damn it.
How do you do?
Why did you guys have to fall unconscious?
She's able to do better with her. Yes, she starts paddling away along the surface. Metallicazam.
All right. Justice Slash against Petra, as the sword still has a target. 25.
Oh, that hits.
9 force damage.
Oh, you take a good slash out of her.
Justice!
You don't hear this, but up on board, Squat's like, "Who's doing that? Stop it! Knock that off! I am warning you."
Squat's underwater, dude.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He is. Sorry.
Yep. Squad doesn't see jack diddly.
Thing there, just one. All right. So what else are you doing, Metallic?
Okay, so move. I'm gonna continue my trek to get nice and centered up on this thing for maximum impact. And I imagine it's just easier to touch the boat down here.
First roll 2d.
2d6s. 1 and 6.
This does not get any larger, but this one starts to spread as you hear one of the guards screaming, "Oh God, it's getting out of control!"
Well, let's just keep this party rolling, baby. I'm gonna fire blast the boat.
All right.
We are so killing all of these slaves.
I'm trying to blast my way in to free these slaves, assuming you guys are working on the top. Maybe step y'all's game up.
If you sink the boat, it's going to land on you.
Does Metallicazam know how water works?
All right, 20 to hit.
A 20 does it.
All right, 7 as I trying to punch my way through with fire bolts.
All right, that doesn't punch your way through, but you definitely start cracking some things.
Nice.
Are you talking about saving these slaves in the biblical sense?
Look, I'm assuming you guys are going in through the top. I'm going in through the bottom.
Have you given any thought to what happens if the boat sinks onto you?
I mean, I don't really eat or breathe, so it's kind of just an eventual picking my way out thing.
You're just going to drag like 50 chained slave corpses onto the deck and be like, "I saved the slaves from the ship."
Oh no, humans need air.
Yeah, it feels like about how this is going to go.
All right.
Oh
Well,
God, Metallicazam's getting a kind of a Letty from Mice and Men thing now.
Yep.
Except much more horrific.
At least their souls were free. Well, up on board, Petra's had enough of being chased by this sword. She goes to step off the boat, to leap onto the dock, screaming, "Get this away from me!" And she falls into the drink.
Has the same effect.
Trips and falls.
May actually be better.
Can it chase her?
Guards manage to bring this fire back under control, and the one underneath, the one inside, takes another swing at you, Alphonse, and hits a 17 AC.
Well, one of you finally remembered how to throw a punch.
And hits you for 6.
Ouch.
Cal, you're the only one present to see it, but at the shore, you see Pink Slip's surface as he walks up onto the beach, and he turns back. He's like, "Fuck you all!"
It's a shame I don't have any good ranged weapons.
And I believe that is where we will call it for tonight at the top of the round.
Next game.
It's gonna be beautiful.
Just up from the depths, right in his head.
Two of you guys are down. 3 of you are still in the fight.
That is way better than I expected us to be doing.
And one of you is doing his damnedest to sink the fucking ship.
Won't carry any slaves in this bitch anymore.
I tried to think about what a Metallicazam solution would be.
Not any live slaves.
This is what I came up with.
Sure.
That is quite possibly the most Metallicazam solution I have ever seen.
Oh God, that was great.
All right, gents. Well, for those at home, I thank you for listening. I hope you've enjoyed this.
We're sorry to disappoint that we didn't all die.
But there's always next time on Salty Bastards.
Yes.
And until next time on Salty Bastards, bye.
Goodbye.
Authors and Dragons is brought to you under a Creative Commons license, meaning you are free to share this material so long as credit is given to those who created it, which is us, the people you just heard play the game. Opening and closing themes performed by the Gore Core 4.
So slaves are getting freed now.